Hello friends and welcome. Today we are going to discuss pollution case studies. In today's lecture we will mainly focus on air and industrial related case studies. Let me begin with the definition of environmental pollution. Environmental pollution is any discharge of material or energy into water, land or air that causes or may cause acute, short term or chronic long term loss to the earth's ecological balance or that lowers the quality of life. Let me begin the first case study related air pollution, that is London smog and Los Angeles smog. First of all, we will talk about London smog 1952. The word smog is combination of two words smoke and fog, refers to smoky fog. The fog in London city was so thick and polluted that it left thousands dead, wreaked havoc on London in 1952. The smoke, like pollution, was so toxic that it was even reported to have choked cows to death in the fields. It was so thick that it brought road, air, and rail transport to a virtual standstill. The smoke laden fog shrouded the capital city from Friday 5th December to Tuesday 9th December 1952, while it heavily affected the population of London, causing a huge death toll and inconveniencing millions of people. The people it affected were also partly to blame for the smog. To keep warm, the people of London were burning large quantities of coal in their homes. Smoke was pouring from the chimneys of their houses and coal was used in the industries, released tremendous amount of particulate matter, volatile organic compounds, oxides of nitrogen and oxides of sulfur into the atmosphere, where they form industrial smog, sometimes called London smog. Under normal conditions, smoke would rise into the atmosphere and disperse, but an anticyclone was hanging over the region. This pushes air downwards, warming it as it descends. This creates an inversion where air close to the ground is cooler than the air above it. So, when the warm smoke comes out of the chimney, it is trapped. The inversion of 1952 also trapped particles and gases emitted from factory chimneys in the London area, along with pollution which the winds from the east had brought from industrial areas of the continent. Let's move to second case study, that is Los Angeles smog, or it is also known as photochemical smog. Photochemical smog was first identified in Los Angeles in 1944. Although several other kinds of smog occur, but photochemical smog is a yellow brown haze produced by the reaction of sunlight with exhaust from automobiles and power plants that burn coal, ozone, nitrogen dioxide and other volatile organic compounds that make up this smog irritate eyes and nasal passages. These are particularly dangerous to people who have various cardiac disease, asthma or other respiratory illnesses, and to anyone who exercises or does manual labor outdoors when smog is heavy. Now coming to impacts of the smog. Smog poses a serious threat to human health. It is particularly dangerous to very young children, the elderly and anyone suffering with respiratory disease. Some constituents of smog can also damage vegetation and agriculture crops. Smog conditions are worse in large cities, but due to atmospheric circulation, smog also affects rural communities that are downwind. Smog continues to grow worldwide as the human population increases and more countries become industrialized. About 4,000 people are known to have died in 1952 as a result of the smog, but it could be many more. Many people suffered from breathing and respiratory disease related problems. Press reports claimed that cattle at Smithfield had been affected by the smog. Travel was disrupted for days. Coming to response to the smog, a series of laws were brought in order to avoid a repeat of the situation. This included the Clean Air Acts of 1956 and 1968. These acts banned emissions of black smoke and decreed residents of the urban areas and operators of factories must convert to smokeless fuel. People were given time to adapt to the new rules. However, fogs continued to be smoky for some time after the Act of 1956 was passed. In 1962, for example, 750 Londoners died as a result of a fog, but nothing on the scale of 1952 Great Smog has ever occurred again. This kind of smog has now become a thing of the past, thanks partly to pollution legislation and also to modern developments such as widespread use of central heating. Now let us move to second case study, that is related to industrial disaster. We first of all study the Bhopal gas episode. Bhopal gas tragedy involving loss of numerous lives and money after effects occurs on December 3, 1984 in the city of Bhopal. A highly toxic cloud of methyl isocyanate vapor burst from the Union Carbide pesticide plant. Of the 8 lakh people living in Bhopal at that time, 2,000 died immediately and nearly 3 lakh were affected. Methyl isocyanate was a major component for the production of the pesticide 7 by the Union Carbide factory at Bhopal. This incident we now refer to as the Bhopal gas tragedy is one of the worst commercial industrial disaster in history. The outcome of the accident was a cumulative effect of the following 7 reasons: large release of chemicals from the plant, release of colorless, odorless methyl isocyanate which is highly toxic, heavily populated areas adjacent to the plant, calm weather conditions bringing the vapor cloud down. Leak occurs at night when people were sleeping. Failure or late warnings and unqualified and unaware people working at the plant. Approximately 40 tons of methyl isocyanate spilled over and caused the world's worst disaster. The number of people died in the incident was over 3,000 and the number of people injured ranged between 2 lakh to 6 lakh. Now coming to impacts of disaster on human health. There are many impacts of the tragedy. Some of them are as follows. Most of the information on the medical consequences of Union Carbide disaster in Bhopal has been detained by the Indian Council of Medical Research 1985. The Indian Council of Medical Research has established that the toxins from the Union Carbide factory have caused damage to the lungs, brain, kidneys, muscles, as well as gastrointestinal, reproductive, immunological and other systems, bronchial asthma, chronic obstructive airways disease, recurrent chest infections and fibrosis of the lungs are the principal effects of exposure-induced lung injury. The prevalence of pulmonary tuberculosis among the exposed population has been found to be 3 to 4 times than that of national average. The acute symptoms were burning in the respiratory tract and eyes, breathlessness, stomach pain, and vomiting. Those living close to the factory had very severe acute as well as long-term symptoms. The worst hit were children below 2 years, old people, and persons with previous pulmonary diseases like chronic bronchitis and emphysema. The lungs were enlarged and edematous, showed congestion, hemorrhage, and consolidation with microscopic findings such as bronchitis and pulmonary edema. In addition, the consistency of the brain was softened through cerebral edema. The kidneys showed congestion and tubular necrosis. In a large number, the liver showed fatty degeneration. Women's reproductive health was also affected. Immediately after the gas leak, the stillbirth rate increased by up to 300% and the perinatal and neonatal mortality rate by 200%. Let us move to case study number 3, that is Chernobyl nuclear power plant disaster. Chernobyl is situated in the north of Ukraine. Chernobyl is approximately 80 miles north of the capital city of Ukraine, Kyiv. The accident at the Chernobyl atomic power station on April 26, 1986 was dangerous and vast with long-term adverse consequences. It now is viewed as one of the national disasters of the century. The most significant damage resulting from the accident was the radioactive contamination of an enormous amount of territory, where conditions became harmful to life. The amount of radioactive material released was 400 times more than the amount the atomic bombing of Hiroshima released. The fallout was detected in almost all parts of Europe. Equally damaging have been the losses and discomforts that residents of the contaminated areas have endured. The incident gave rise to the necessity of developing a special legal regime for the damaged territories and creating a new legal institute to defend people in the Chernobyl ecological disaster area. Now let us come to sequential details of the accident. It was April 26, 1986 at 1:24 am. Plant exploded. 8 tons of fuel were ejected into the atmosphere, including plutonium, graphite moderator, iodine 131 and cesium 137. May 2nd to 3rd, 1986, 45,000 people were evacuated. May 4, 1986, 1,69,000 people were evacuated. Later, another 2,19,000 evacuated to comprise 4,300 square kilometers of contaminated area. Now coming to causes of the accident. There was not one cause of this accident. There were several which all contributed to it. The accident happened while testing an RMBK reactor. A chain reaction occurred in the reactor and got out of control, causing explosion and huge fireball which blew off the heavy concrete and steel lid on the reactor. These are the causes: design fault in RBMK reactor, a violation of procedures, breakdown of communication, lack of safety culture in the power plant. Now coming to consequences of the accident. Let us first take environmental consequences. The radioactive fallout caused radioactive material to deposit itself over large areas of the ground. It has had an effect over most of the northern hemisphere in one way or another. In some local ecosystems within a 6 miles radius of the power plant, the radiation is lethally high, especially in small mammals such as mice and coniferous trees. Luckily, within 4 years of the accident, nature began to restore itself, but genetically, these plants may be scarred for life. This will cost $400 billion and 200 years to totally clean up. Coming to the health effects of this disaster, it caused 31 deaths instantly. It may have caused 3 lakh deaths. Upwards of 20 million people exposed to radioactivity. 400 times more radiation was released by the disaster than had been by the atomic bombing of Hiroshima. The radiation caused numerous problems, including Down syndrome, chromosomal aberrations, mutations, leukemia, thyroid cancer, and birth defects. There was a huge increase in thyroid cancer. Thyroid cancer is the cancer of thyroid gland, a gland found near the larynx that secretes growth and metabolism hormones in Ukraine children from birth to 15 years old. Now coming to psychological consequences of the disaster. There has been an increase in psychological disorders such as anxiety, depression, helplessness, and other disorders which led to mental stress. These disorders are not a consequence of radiation but a consequence from the stress of evacuation, the lack of information given after the accident, and stress of knowing that their health and their children's health could be affected. Now, economic, political, and social consequences of disaster. The worst contaminated areas were economically, socially, and politically declining as the birth rate had decreased and immigration numbers had substantially risen, which had caused a shortage in labor force. These areas could not evolve industrially or agriculturally because of strict rules that were introduced in the contaminated area. The few products made were hard to sell or export because people were aware that it had come from Ukraine. This caused a further economic decline. Socially, people have been limited on their activities, making everyday life very difficult. That is all we have for you in today's lecture. Thanks.